Well, they saved themselves a little bit of money there,
They
Chris.
they did. He's not performing like he did last year.
Everybody
No.
heard that. Whoop. Run! Howdy, everybody, and welcome to Drone Therapy Season 5, Episode 39. Open session. Basically, what that means is we know that y'all have seen every damn drone show out there talking about the Mavic 3. They've been talking about the Alltales. So if y'all want to talk about that, that's fine. But anything else y'all want to talk about, even squirrel shit, it's up for grabs. So I'm going to go through here. John's going to go through with me. Got AZ Drone Dude, Matty's Drone World, Chris Wedgeworth, Drone Nation, Leonard Oglesby, Max Air 420, Jim's Droning, Jackrabbit FPV, Artco Drone Solutions. Let's see, rollback drone shots, 3X drones. That's why I stopped and said Ron. Capture Life Connection, Stevie, glad to have you, sir. Salmon Rose, good to see you, sir. Yes, you do have a wife, but we're glad you came in here and you were first, sir. Drones, I think I got everybody, right? I think I'm caught up here. Marcel, down here at the bottom. Mikey Blade, Squirrel Shit, wants to talk about squirrel shit. We got lots of squirrels here. Hot Rod in Daytona's in the house also. John Cuppi Dude's here too. All right. So,
Squirrel's good with gravy.
squirrel's good. I haven't had squirrel gravy.
Oh man,
I have
we
not
need.
had squirrel gravy.
It's squirrel
I haven't had
season
that
here
either.
at home now. It's time to go squirrel hunt and get some squirrels and some dumplings.
Just to let everybody know, I have mixed myself some pineapple spice latte using my wife's Keurig coffee machine. Yes,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
hooked.
You got a little, barista going there.
I have.
Therapy.
The only thing, if I'd be able to top it off if I had my marshmallow. I mean, marshmallow. If I had my whipped cream. So see, it was you got to do the.
Oh, we don't have any whipped cream?
No, you got to do the pumpkin
What kind of
spice.
show is this?
You
No
got
whipped
to do
cream?
you got to do the pumpkin spice latte creamer. Then you have to do the pumpkin spice latte K cup or K pod, and then you top it off with whipped cream. But I don't have whipped cream, so I'm suffering. I'm slumming.
Oh, you poor. Let me cry you a river.
They told me I had to send in my Seattle coffee card.
And folks, welcome to Coffee with Bill. Wait a minute. Doesn't somebody else have the show title kind of like that?
I thought it was drone therapy.
No, it's coffee therapy tonight.
What is that? That's something in plastic wrap. Oh, we'll have to
Oh,
save
that's the Mavic
the-
3 wrapping paper.
we'll have to save that for a little bit later now. I got the idea. I got the idea actually from these guys because they're giving away. If you hadn't watched their show, I think they're having a contest. Like if you got to win, you got to get the questions right, and you get in a hat. And at the end of the month, you get a hat. And this month's hat is Ray's, right? Isn't it Ray's hat this month?
Oh,
Adventures
I
of
heard
Ray
it was
Kelly.
a hat and a Mavic 3. Is that
And
true?
the Mavic 3. Oh, and
Yeah.
it's Ray Kelly's test Mavic 3, right, Ron?
Mavic 3 Flymore kit.
Cine Flymore
The,
kit.
say, the
There-
City Fly more, yeah, go all
Just
the
keeps
way.
on going. I love it.
I'm actually
The
going to do
bullshit
Simplify
gets
Medical
deeper.
Right at Spit Up, and I'm going to win the Mavic 3.
Okay, I will
I'm gonna
say it
grab his
here.
ticket.
Okay, I will say it here officially. Okay, I am not refunding my ticket, but I am not going to be at Spin Up in person this year.
Can you come in via Zoom, Bill?
If Kelly would like to have me in via Zoom, or excuse me, let me rephrase. If Kelly's brave enough to have me in via Zoom, then I would be there with Tinkerbell boots on. Put it that way.
I think we need to make that happen, folks.
Yeah, we don't see that. Get it.
Hey,
I want to
Kelly,
get her,
you
get her
look Bill
done.
up.
Get her done.
Well, Chris and I will save you a seat at the at the head of the table, Bill.
Oh! That's a good one. That's a good one.
Uh-oh.
What about the Fly More wallet? Yeah, really.
No shit. Fly more, exactly.
Yep.
You
Fly more my
That's it.
wallet.
you only got to sell 80 of your drones to buy one now.
Hey, Kai.
Okay, here's the thing. What if the Cine package is just everything we've heard? It's the Cine Fly More. The reason it's so expensive, terabyte SSD.
Wait, what the?
The ProRes. But from what I'm understanding, what's wrong?
Oh, I don't know. There
Are
was
you going
just
to
a
attack
bunch
a
of audio.
fly?
There was a bunch of audio breakup there.
Yeah, Bill, you kind of stuttered for a second, but you're back now.
StreamYard was going crazy for a minute. Every now and again, its bandwidth goes wacky.
Hey,
So-
Bill, wait till you see the replay. You have your head down like you're praying there for a second.
I was
Yeah.
praying for money for a Cine Flymore kit, but they ain't getting no answers to my prayers, guys. I don't think GoFundMe will do it.
I picked one up, man. I took advantage of that, and I tell you what, anybody else who needs one, do it.
Where'd you
I got
order
a feeling
from,
that
John?
won't last long.
What site did you
new-
order from?
I got it from Newbie Drone.
Okay.
Did you notice, John? That wasn't me. That was John. Like, what happened to QC 101? No videos in 2 months. Are you talking about the?
What copper 101?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Oh, really?
Jim over
Hey, that's-
Quadcopter.
That's an interesting point to bring up.
Well, Quadcopter 101 moved right from
He moved back to the I'm going to say the Pittsburgh or Western PA area.
East,
Pennsylvania. Yeah, Pennsylvania. He used to do all his reviews in the desert and stuff, and
But
do
he
all
did
those long range tests.
every summer though. He used to go back to PA and he did his reviews in a park in an area during the summer reviews.
Now he's just moved there permanently though.
Did you see this one? He was like, wait, where was it? I saw this a minute ago. Where in the hell did he? I saw it. There it is. What the hell? So I changed colors.
Bill does look a little blue. You do look.
No,
a little
change
blue
colors.
tonight.
Didn't you see? Watch. Here we go. Is that a little better? Oh,
But back to point. If
That's the one.
anybody knows what's happened to Jim,
I'm a Smurf. I'm Papa Smurf.
Let us know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He is. He's almost the original or whatever. He's almost
Oh,
the
whoa,
guy that
the Cadix
started all
Peanut?
this drug reviewing.
The Cadix Peanut.
Though, I mean, I can see if he retired because that man has put his work in over the years. He deserves to retire from drug reviewing if that's what he wants.
What is that, man? There we go. Wait a minute. I need one of them light bulbs.
Now you got called Uncle Fester.
That's what you could be for Halloween.
No, yes, but but the whole point. Okay, all right. Y'all keep talking. But the whole point is I got this. Go ahead.
Or cousin it.
Yeah. Hopefully, Bill gets Uncle Fester's paycheck. I'm sure the real Uncle Fester made more money than we did on the air.
Most likely, yes.
Well, John, you did a real nice video recently where you kind of discussed the whole FPV, DJI digital FPV, what the future is, because it looks like they've kind of stopped development of their current hardware. Is that true, John?
What?
Yeah, I mean, and the funny thing is, just as of today, there's a whole cache of cameras and Vista units and all that stuff. And man, people went wild when that got posted in the groups. They went
that
absolutely
site
wild.
you ordered from, John, is that a U.S.-based site? Where I'm going with this is, did one of those container ships actually get unloaded and it was all FPV stuff off of one of those ships?
So, initially, what I heard from Bardwell's video is that the units that were sent, or the units that were popped up, were purchased for bind and fly quads that had gotten sent back to DJI or something like that. But then Cadix made a post that said that they have the ability to produce this stuff again. So, I don't know if anybody really knows exactly where this stuff came from or how it came about. We're going to find more information as time goes on. But if you need some, go get.
Yeah, but it's a good thing, right? It's a good thing, right, John?
Yeah, just go get it. Yeah, just go get the stuff while you can, man. Because the other cameras
you had concerns in your video that if you have the equipment now and you break the equipment, you will not be able to replace it.
You could not find a comparable replacement. So, like, if you looked, there are cameras. Like, if someone types in DJI FPV camera, they exist. But all of them are not equivalent to what we had originally. The original camera that came with the DJI FPV system, man, it's the best of the best. The ones that came out after that are just sort of stopgap solutions. So it's messed up. And Bill will understand this because, like, he just got the 120 hertz iPhone. Okay, the difference between the stopgap replacement cameras are that they run 60 frames per second. The DJI original camera is 120 frames per second. I mean, that's a big difference. It's a huge difference.
Huge.
Mm-hmm. And the latency too.
Oh yeah, latency's an issue with digital.
Go get your CADX Vista with original DJI camera, and go get the original DJI camera while it lasts, man.
We're gonna figure out how, but I've been doing it long enough, and I can't hold myself back any further, or I'm gonna end up breaking the bag. So this is who I'm gonna. This is my Halloween costume. I will be as John came up with Seattle drones, not Indiana Jones, but Seattle drones. Okay, so. That's and I got this hat last Christmas just for Halloween this year, man. So I'm sorry, although Uncle Fester next year. So
maybe
season 6 Halloween, I'll be Uncle Fester.
Bill, you should relocate to Indiana, and you could be Indiana drones.
I like it too much out here. Sorry.
I don't blame you.
All right,
I've never been to Indiana.
So
could be a fine place.
Since I've been talking about it, I even showed a drone a couple times. Okay, so me, since I'm a cheap ass anyway, because my wife makes me sell my drones to buy new drones. So I watch every penny that I sell or buy, whatever. So anyway, so I got this cool T-shirt from Skydio basically because I asked for it, and they sent me a big box full of shit. And I put a picture of it up in Coast to Coast Drones showing it, and I thought it was really cool. But I've been talking about giving something away, and I figured, well, this would be less expensive to ship. So, since I have extras of we're going to do this for the Halloween show. We'll have a special guest on who says they're either going to be in costume or they're going to wear a mask. But they will help us come up with some creative Halloween contest to give away, and I'm going to give both these items away to one winner, all right? Because they're themed items, okay? They're themed items. I guess since I already said Skydio, you already figured out what theme they are.
You're giving away your Skydio 2 drone out to real.
No, we have a pair of Skydio sunglasses.
Oh man, here I thought that was the Mavic 3 wrapping.
That we'll be giving away, and here's the one that everybody wants. We have a brand new Skydio hat.
Oh, hat with a sticker still on it.
Yes, we will give both away to some lucky winner on our Halloween extravaganza, or whatever the hell I come up with the name between now and then.
So, folks, you got to tune in to win.
Yes. You will have to be present that night, and you will have to be present. It's like what we'll do is we'll have maybe a qualifier for the first half of the show, and you have like the first half of the show to get all the shit. Maybe we'll have hey, what about a Halloween scavenger hunt or something? I don't know. Maybe some questions that you would have to answer, and then the people who would answer their questions correctly would be in the drawing. That might be too hard. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Well, we got 2 or 3 more weeks to figure it out.
Well, we can make the questions easy. We don't have to make them real hard.
Well, I was thinking. Well, see, the thing about it is here's what this is going to be a question for some future contest. Okay. There's some lost episodes of drone therapy. What are they?
Lost episodes.
Lost episodes.
It may have been some of my best work on these lost episodes.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
You have to hit the Wayback Clock.
Oh, okay. Wait. Mikey's in there. Hang on. Somebody needs to help me with the chat here and throw some stuff up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was too much in the conversation.
No, it's great. No, John's in the control booth with me, Ron, is what I'm saying.
Not used to it.
Yeah, but he's looking over and he sees
we got Mike right in. Jim's Droning's here with us. We already hit Leonard and Chris before Fly Zone.
I didn't know that Mikey from Fly Zone was
JRCs. We got a lot of people in here tonight, folks. And a good thing you're in tonight because you may be able to win this contest come Halloween show.
Not just that. Oh, I'd love to be able to give a Mavic 3 away, but DJI has to send us one first.
Well, if DJI is listening, here's your chance to really make a big splash by sending one to the Drone Therapy Show, and we will give it away to one of our loyal subscribers.
Yes, and that's something else. Since you all brought that up, then I'm gonna, like I said, for
hey, Arco Drone Solutions dropped in.
If Arco's been here for a while, off and on. I think
Love My Drones is in with us.
Ed's in here.
Love My Drones.
Ed.
Okay, there we go. Hey, Ed, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. How many props does a
quadcopter have? That's a good question, Ed.
Depends on what. Oh, we haven't.
Well, yeah. What if it's that new? What if it's that new drone? That new hexacopter.
Here's okay. Something I wanted to hear. Okay, I can't take that no more. All right.
Okay, he's not.
And I'm not Uncle Fester now. My head's too freaking red. All right, so what I was gonna say is everybody's got stuff out there. You got stickers. You got shirts, you got hats. So anybody that wants to, of course, donate one to me, I'm not gonna lie. I would love to wear your swag. But if you send me an extra one, we'll give it away here on the show. So anybody that wants to send a sticker, anybody wants to send their product, any one of their gear, I'm going to start reaching out to some companies and just tell them point blank, hey, I want to give it away on my show, but you got to give me a shirt or a hat first. And I think I've got some Master Screw stuff. I'm pretty sure if I write Master Air Screw, they'll send me a hat to give away. I'm pretty sure they will. So anybody that wants to send me anything, just get in touch with me. Let me know. And plus I'm going to actually try it. But for sure, on Halloween night with our special guest, sound effects live.
That is a good
He was
sound
walking into the forest.
We better record that.
He thought he heard a strange noise behind the trees. He smelled a foul odor. Was it Bigfoot? Or just his Aunt Bessie out for a walk?
Hey, Bill, I got an update. Lone Star UAV is going to send some stickers.
What was that?
Yeah, who did a car go by?
Man,
That wasn't a car. That was Chris letting one go.
that's in 20-year-old kids driving 1-ton diesel
Oh, boy.
with the exhaust run out the back. That's what that was.
Okay, we thought we thought maybe you're revving up your hot rod in the background.
I didn't hack my leg up. We're good.
Hey, I tell you what, I'll trade you, and I bet you would not like mine as much as you would like yours.
Trade credit card bill roulette here.
Yeah. All right, everybody, throw out your credit card bills on the table. Highest one loses. Got to pay your bills.
That's cool, man. That's cool,
That's how
man.
far I go back to remember
What's
your
this?
live
First I go, what?
snowstorm.
Yeah, that's nice of them.
Yeah, he's talking about my snowstorm.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
where I
remember
live.
you flew that one drone in a big snowstorm, John.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What
the
drone
one
was
in
that?
2016, I think. It was the Blade Chroma.
Okay.
I meant Master Air Screw, so I'm going to write to them, see if they'll send me another hat. I can give it away.
We just got demonetized already, Bill, on that
Okay. This is a running gag. We're not monetized.
John, we're not getting paid again
People
tonight.
don't watch my shit enough. The thing that's funny is you'll see it copied 10 million places everywhere else, but I don't ever get no views.
Man, I was looking forward to my $50 paycheck for tonight's show.
I was just wanting a cup of pumpkin spice latte with a little liqueur in it.
Tell me something, Ron. Are you going to play Jack Rocks with that check? Because it's going to bounce all over the place.
It may bounce up and hit me in the face, huh?
I thought for a minute. I thought for a minute. Then I said Jack Rocks, and I was like, "Wait a minute! Did I say something before Ron's time? Come on!" I used to play. Anybody else play Jack Rocks? Yes, I know. Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel.
No, really, I'm not faking. I don't remember Jack Rocks. What's that, Bill? I'm not faking.
You know, you're not faking.
Yeah,
remember the little? You remember the little things you could spin, and you threw the little ball up in the air, and you grab onesies.
Oh yeah. You refreshed me. I do remember going the way back, but I remember
going to the way back.
Wait
a minute. I
Also
almost
called ball and
done.
jacks, right?
you had each time you had to pick up an extra jack.
Right. Sometimes it was also called ball and jacks, but yeah.
Ball.
Here we go again. Got demonetized again.
What? Because we said ball and jacks in the same.
Yep.
sentence? Oh my word! But again,
you're going to
That's
test
it.
my
People don't-
Sam Rose just call jacks. I think we just call jacks here in the East Coast too.
Yeah.
Or in the PA.
Oh, wait a minute.
PA,
Okay,
Jersey,
I think that's
Delaware.
it. I think that must be
okay,
it. Yeah.
there is some huge news since last week.
Oh look, hopscotch.
No,
Another good old
no Mini 3. How about that one?
According
Y'all hear that one?
to our good friend Hank Castello.
Well, not just hey. I mean, even Lauren said maybe, possibly, there's a maybe event. It might be Mini 3, but they didn't know what it was. But it looks more like it's going to be the Action 2, and then it's going to be
Mavic 3.
the Mavic 3 coming out.
Let me insert. Lauren had an update just recently. He said the date for the Mavic 3 has been pushed back to November 5th now, probably.
And then Ken Dono came out in the very same thread and said, same time. And I tend to believe what Ken's saying. I think that we may get a teaser on November 4th for something else.
Who knows, Chris? Maybe the Mavic 3 will debut at November 6th, right in the spin-up hall at Austin. Maybe the very first one may pop out on the may bring it out and pop it on the table.
No, I think kind of what you're hoping. Kind of what you're hoping, Chris. Is that what you're saying?
I don't see why it wouldn't.
That was a good one,
They're
Blind Neil.
going to release it on the 5th and then show it on the 6th.
I think that there is going to be possibly another drone that you can actually. They're going to show it. They're going to tease it on the 6th of November, and you're going to be able to buy it probably right before you can buy the Mavic 3.
Has it been on Twitter yet?
Yeah. Yep. It sure has.
Then it's the truth.
I think that we're going to see the new FPV drone. I think we'll see. I don't think we'll see a Mini 3. I don't think we'll see a Mini 3.
How about a mini FPV drone?
No, it looks pretty much like the one we saw. It's just
the potato.
They've done some. They've reinforced the arms. They've done some protecting on the shell and the camera. So it's basically. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think we're going to see a Mini 3. I think they've just
I mean, we got some FPV guys in the show here. I don't think either of you own the DJI FPV drone, but from what you've seen, what improvements do you think a Generation 2 would need at this point?
Wait a minute, I'll go find the damn Jasper's picture right now. Y'all keep talking amongst yourselves here, and I'll go get it. Ain't no problem.
John, is there any improvements you think the DJI FPV drone needs in version 2?
Oh man, well I think the first big one would be they got to get the props out of appearing in the damn video. I mean that's
not normal in the FPV world.
I mean it is, but not for that kind of drone. And it's just sort of bizarre, right? Something that was aimed at being something more for cinematography. And that it would have props in view at all in any kind of way. Not that it's a huge deal. You can crop it, but it was just kind of shocking to me that the props peek into view. That's probably one thing I would
like my old SEMA drones have props in the view.
I would love to see like a real carbon fiber setup from DJI, something truly geared at hobbyists, but I wanted to see them come out with a nice.
And that's the chassis. You tell me that is not a computer rendering. That is a real, actual object. And if it's a computer rendering, it's some serious damn software, not somebody just playing around. Okay.
So they actually delivered on that promise,
Bill.
huh?
Well, this actually looks different from what he had on before, doesn't it? What the
I
hell
like
is
the
that,
looks of it, Bill.
that upper
What's them arms above the
yeah,
arms?
because they're going to snap like twigs, man. What is this?
Well, we just
Says-
don't wreck it. We just don't wreck this one.
Let me see. Okay, right
Yeah,
here.
that's what they said about the last one.
Okay, here's the one. Is this it? Yeah, here we go. See, here's the. Okay, so it's got like prop guards. I swear that's what that was. It was prop guards.
Yeah, prop guards.
It was prop guards for the FPV drone.
There you go.
I like the way they're protecting the camera here, but you're still going to get the props in the picture.
Oh,
There's no. I don't see how.
What if you could change that camera to a narrow?
Okay,
field
am I
view?
crazy? Wait a minute, John Cuppi, tell me that don't look like a freaking Bugs drone.
I mean, it looks a little bit like, reminds me of the Bugs 2W, honestly.
Yeah, exactly, man. They've beefed up the arms big time, but they're still going to snap too. But
Yeah,
okay,
I
is it?
don't-
Am I crazy? You see the venting
What?
there? The
So,
arms
so
look
what
like
is
they
this?
might-
This is the supposed leak. This is the supposed leak of the FPV drone.
Right, yeah, supposed leak.
Oh,
But this
boy.
looks more like it's been done with some serious software, right?
Yeah, I mean, what can you really say about this stuff? I think that the DJI FPV drone is kind of thing that was hot for a little while, and then after that, seems like nobody cared about it anymore. I don't really know what they're gonna do by releasing something like that to really, attract people to it.
That's
So,
an interesting thought, John. I wonder how the FPV drone is selling now after its initial, period, whatever. I wonder when the hype died off. I wonder how far the sales died off.
Patrick is right. They need more of a dead cat design. That's exactly right. And for those of you who don't know, this is what a dead cat design looks like.
Yeah.
See how the arms are kind of stretched out like a cat that's dead?
Okay.
It keeps the props 110% out of your video. Pretty much at any angle that you want. I don't know why they didn't do that with the DJI FPV drone. No idea.
Let's
Hey,
see.
welcome in Ray Kelly
Yeah,
and Maddie's Drone World.
and DeMarco and Mike Night Train, Mr. J's RC, Scott Nadeau. Anybody else that we didn't mention or should throw up on the screen?
Speaking of DeMarco, he's going to become an FPV pilot. John, he's buying Lon's DJI FPV drone, and Lon's got the full kit.
Ooh.
All right,
Very nice.
good.
I mean, just
Good
don't
for
crash it. Look,
Well,
as long as
DeMarco's
you-
never flown FPV before, but he's gonna start off in that standard mode.
Look, yeah. I've said this before. I'll say it again. As long as you fly the DJI FPV drone like you would fly a Mavic, then you're good. Just the second you try to be Mr. Steel or Oh My God or any of those guys, good luck. 'Cause that's not what it was made for. You're gonna be sending it back to DJI.
John Cuppi.
Okay, so just something came up on Drone XL, but this says this is saying September 30th, and he's saying
Ron, I got a question for you here. I think
I think he maybe means that new SE or whatever. And no, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna take a break from Hubson, and I will. I think I'm gonna try one of the new Altel Nanos.
oh, interesting. Yeah, you know what, Ron? That's probably a good idea. I mean, I've saying the same exact thing. I'm not buying that new Hubson Mini. Forget that. Either of them. Screw that. I'm not gonna deal with
I mean,
Hubsan.
maybe down the road, if it's tried and true, and it's a little flying champion or whatever, maybe I'll change mine. But
Yeah,
for
I mean,
right
look-
now, I'm gonna hold off, and I'm looking towards the Altel Nano Plus
Me
with the
too,
upgraded
man.
camera.
Me too, man.
Oh,
Look,
the Nano Plus. Why? I mean, okay, it's not that big a difference weight wise. Hey, Roger, good to see you. Corey, good to see you. Ed's Maverick. Something else. What was I looking at here? I wanted to say, and it's cool. Hey, 3X Drones. Very cool to see you in the chat, Ron. Hadn't seen you around in a while. Glad to see you here. Hope everything's good. Get. I don't know where the hell that came from, but it just came out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Free of charge.
I was gonna say, Ron. You know, you, me, and Marcus and Ryan. I mean, we all were Femi Mini beta testers this summer. I mean, I don't feel like being a beta tester for Hubson now too. So, you know, I'm with you on not touching any of their stuff for a while.
Well, we'll wait and see. Maybe you know, if they were if they, you know, and the problem with this, not to go off on a rant here, Bill, but a little bit of it. A lot of people in the community are a little upset now because it seems like the people that Hubson directly gave Hubson Zeno Mini Pros to, specific one, a lot of people think they're a tuned up version, but the Joe average guy that doesn't have a big drone channel, when he gets one, they're flying away and having all sorts of problems. But people that get handed one by Hubson, those fly better. And a lot of people think that kind of stinks, John, that they hand better ones out to influencers, and better models than the regular folks get who order. And if that's true, that does stink, John.
It wouldn't surprise me, Ron. I mean, look, we know that Hubson pays real close attention to what goes on social media. That we do know. So it would not surprise me at all if they did send out known good Hubson Zeno Mini Pros to influencers. I mean, that would be in their best interest, right? Not to send something that's potentially broken to people, right?
Not to send a one off the factory line that the regular people get, that the farm folks get.
Exactly. Yeah.
So Gary, awful grumpy vloggers in the house.
Oh,
you know, it's funny.
Mr. Lloyd's here.
Yes. Right there, see?
Hello, sir.
Hello, Lloyd. Roger's here too.
You know what's funny, Ron?
Hey, DeMarco.
It's probably a less common practice.
The Marco FPV.
Hey, that's got a good ring to it, Ron.
Yeah, that should be his new channel.
Okay, everybody. Here's something that I wanted to put out there that I had started talking about earlier. Everybody's going batshit crazy over the Cine Fly More. None of us need the Cine Fly More. It's for like Peter McKinnon and what's the other dude's name? What's his name? Sam Calder and
yeah. But hey, let me just stop you there, Bill. The only reason anybody's going crazy over the Squirrel drone is because they want the smart controller in it.
Chuck.
How's it look over there, my friend?
A little Scottish whiskey.
Absolutely.
One single malt.
Have you had a sudden urge to yell, freedom?
Where's your kill? You got your kill kit?
Man, not yet, dude. Not yet. Maybe this winter.
Yes,
maybe Santa Claus will drop off one under the tree.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Your poo powder?
Maybe somebody will print you a 3D printer, John.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Okay, now I'm going to go back to it, Ron. Don't you cut me off this time. I will mute you.
Okay, no cutting off, Bill.
All right, thank you. Now, we don't need it's somebody like Ken might need it. Billy Kyle might need it because of they're doing the houses and stuff like that. From what I understood, the ProRes subscription is going to be a lifetime kind of thing. So you're cool there. It's a one-time purchase, but that's a big part of it. But we will be able to get a 256 gig SSD, I think, or whatever that would be. I think it's 256. SSD, no ProRes with a smart controller at like $2,900, which is much more reasonable. You know, the Flymore is going to be probably what $3,250 for somebody like me. Tax $3,500, which is much more because everybody was going crazy, $5,000. But you know, you're paying for the ProRes licensing, all the little doodads here and there. Plus, you're putting a 1 terabyte SSD inside there, and then we all know anybody that tries to buy external hard drives now, How expensive are they?
Yeah, unfortunately, they gotten quite expensive.
So that's the deal. So that's what we're paying for. And people that are pissed off about the Evo Nano, these drones were built after the chip shortages and after the issues were going on. So they had to pay the buck to get those chips.
That's what I seriously want to see, when or if DJI does, we talked about the Mini 3 already, but, when that comes to pass, are they going to release it while we're still in the chip shortage or not, or what? I mean, that'd be interesting.
Okay, I will tell it. This is another thing again. It's not an Anafi. It's actually a drone that was captured in the wild, and they pinned it like a butterfly. And now I have it over here. They're rare. You can't find them too much anymore. This is one of the rare wild drones. I'll bring it over here.
The IKEA drones.
Okay, so you can see the pin going through it. They catch them in the wild. See the pin? It was alive, but they pinned it. So
they got them.
No, it was IKEA had them. I couldn't. And if you ever look on Ken Dono's stream off here on the wall, if you switch it to the secondary camera, you'll see it hanging over here on the wall. And it's got this one, like 2 of these, and a bunch of smaller ones. I wanted to get the big one, but when my son went to get it, this was all they had left. And so I said, snag it. But yeah, IKEA had them.
7 Rose FPV says, why do we need a Mini 3? Why do we need anything that's new? It's just the evolution of technology, right?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Because you know that DJI is not going to be able to keep... Well, they might be able to keep selling the Mini 2 as cheap as they are. But if you're going to spend... Okay, what's a Mini 2 right now?
Mini 2, this base kit is $450.
Okay, so for $600, for $150 more, you get obstacle avoidance, you get a better camera, you get a better sensor, you get updated tech. Which would you go buy?
Yeah, I mean, I just like to at least see what DJI's shot is, for their next Mini before buying something like the Autel. Because right now, I mean, I don't really need it, so I would be looking at if I was going to get that Autel Nano Plus.
No, I can't buy that. I don't buy that, Chuck. I don't buy because in case I remember, you said, "Oh, I don't need a mini drone. I don't need a mini drone. I have no need for a mini drone." And we explained to you why there was a need for a mini drone. And you were all gung-ho for the Mavic 3.
There's another thing, too. I mean, we don't have to worry about remote ID as pilots until, 2023? Right now it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about it. So, I mean, for me, to pick the Autel or the Mini 3, I mean, the Mini 3 is probably going to come out between then and now.
Well, okay, wait a minute. I'm going to go back to this, right? Who knows when we'll see the Autels? Well, I put it this way. If it's not pretty damn soon, I'll be pretty damn pissed off that everybody took my pre-order money.
Yeah,
Bill,
the rumors lately, it'll be the store shelves at the end of this month, the Autel drone.
I'm
There
with
you
you,
go.
Patrick.
So it's not going to be like that. But like I said, if it's something that was going to be a while, then I'd be pretty damn pissed off at people that took my pre. I'd be like, oh, well, we hadn't heard nothing yet. Well, can I have my $150 back? No, we'll send it to you. We'll send the drone gets you. Well, no, just send me my $150 back.
Well, if Autel can hire somebody to work the Phoebe or Hudson, they're great taking pre-order money 6 months out. They have no qualms about doing that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If I'm looking at Patrick's comment here, if you already have the Mini 2, honestly, just fly what you have. I mean,
I got the Mini 1 and it still flies wonderful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
I don't have a mini drone.
Yeah,
I don't have one.
You have a big drone, so the Mini's just like an extra drone for you because you're still flying your Phantom 4, which is still a good drone. But what if somebody that's their only drone is the Mini?
Down with Femi. Oh, we both clicked. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good.
Down with Femi.
Okay, here's I want to go somewhere here a second. Well, supposedly the DJI people have said no, they're not building a Mini this year. So we're speculating. But okay, something that we've all jumped around.
Can I say that I was right about that, though?
What?
Can I say I was right? Didn't I say that there was a good shot we weren't going to see a Mini 3 this year?
Yes, you did.
Probably because of the chip shortage stuff. I wouldn't.
Okay. So here's my thing. What if on November 15th we get the Osmo Pro, Pro 2, right? Wasn't there an Osmo Pro? So it would be the Osmo Pro 2.
What you mean the Osmo Pocket? I mean Osmo Action.
No, the Osmo
Pro.
The
one that camera,
cinematic thing that they've developed with the 4/3 camera system.
Yeah.
You know, interchangeable. What if
you'll have a lot of disappointed people out there if they release basically a commercial camera gimbal instead of a drone.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't.
And what's that being odd time? They released a commercial product like around the holidays. That's odd timing for something.
Think about it. Why? Because we know DJI is legendary for dropping leaks before a release, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. Why the hell are they going to throw a $4,000 drone at us, and then a half a month later or a month later throw a $500 drone at us and say, okay, pick one? I mean, they're going to have to load the little one up with buckshot to compete with the nanos, or nobody's going to buy it. Or they're just putting out the Mavic 3 and something that wouldn't impede on its purchase.
So, bro.
Wouldn't impede on its purchase like the FPV drone, the second FPV drone. Why would you put out a super expensive drone and a cheap drone and then say, okay, you all pick? I mean, it seems kind of ridiculous to me.
Well,
okay, Curiou's saying two different markets, right? But I don't think
they're two different markets
for just the high-end consumer drone as opposed to the mini drone.
Yeah, but that's like saying Apple has released an expensive computer, a cheap computer, on the same day. Other companies have released a high-end product and a low-end product at the same time. It's not unheard of.
How many times has DJI done it before?
Well, DJI's never, but years ago they were a lower scale company. They're moving up the ladder now. They've never done it before because they never were the type of company that had that many products to release at one time.
Do you all remember when we heard that rumor about how DJI was in the next couple of years going to steer away from drones,
right,
and move into probably cinematic cameras,
right,
movie field and lighting and all that stuff,
right?
So what if we're turning the corner? There's no need for them to continue to put out small drones,
right?
Because we don't know for sure. Because the U.S. is probably going to be the last country that says, okay, 249 is safe. It's not going to hurt anybody if it falls on their head. No registration. Because then people are going to go batshit crazy. Remote ID is going to be screwed. And they're not going to be able to have the control that they want.
No.
Right?
No, I mean, I can see your point, Bill. I can see DJI thinking, well, we'll just keep the Mini SE and the Mini 2 around forever, milk as much money as we can at the bottom of the price barrel. Let Alltel take over sort of this middle segment between the Minis
and then remote ID
and the Air 2S series,
all gone.
And we'll just bow out of that and go upscale. I could see that as a strategy.
Well, it's a possibility, Ron. Especially with them being entity listed too. I mean, not to mention they can probably keep that price going for a long time, depending on how many chips they bought.
They can sell those two drones at this price point for a couple of years. Before
but Ron, look at Yahweh. Yahweh stockpiled chips for years to sell those drones.
John, how long?
Or sell those phones? Sorry.
How long did X5 sell? The same.
Oh. God, they're still selling
it. Still sells today, and it's a 5-year-old drone.
They're still selling it. Yeah, they could keep selling that. They could keep selling that stuff forever if they wanted to, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, well, see, he's talking about it. Yeah, but the whole point is that's why we did the show about a month ago about old farts with expendable income, because not everybody can just throw down $5,500 at their drop. But where was I looking at? He was talking, okay, Curious Show was talking about Mavic 3 will be a sympathy drone for who can't afford a Mavic 3. No, the Alltel Nano is going to be the sympathy drone for people that can't buy the Mavic 3. That's what the thing is. That's what we're talking about right here and now. Here's what I'm thinking, because what Britain's already said it, Canada's already said it. 249 and below will not hurt people. They've done enough. But the U.S., like I said, is not going to do that because it's going to screw up remote ID. And they're not going to want to give up that kind of control. And neither are the industries that paid so much for the air. That's my opinion. I don't see it happening. I figure by the time remote ID comes into effect, they're going to just say 249 is illegal. You got to be at least 249 and above and a registrable drone with remote ID. And then I'll tell the drones are going to be, everybody's going to be like, oh, I spent $800 on my hotel drone. I can't use it anymore.
Well, until they register it.
Mm-hmm. And
then
put the
pay the
remote
money.
ID module on it.
If you put, if they can update it to where it'll have because they're thinking now that we're going to get that radio remote ID like we were wanting.
Yeah.
So that looks good, but there's no way DJI will allow. Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. I don't think DJI really cares anymore. It's too much money for them because, like John's been pointing out, they're on the entity list. They, it's not like unless they'd already stockpiled a bunch of chips.
Well, I mean, I just bring the entity list stuff up all the time because it makes me wonder where are they as a company with the ability to, there's a lot of technology made over here, intellectual property, that's then manufactured in China that DJI can't use. And we know because people have opened up their drones and looked to find all these American-made chipsets in their products. And so, it's really interesting. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens to them over the next few years. Like, how hurt might their growth be? America's not the only intellectual property powerhouse. It's not the only chipset maker in the world, but we are pretty big. So, just we'll have to see what happens.
Well, it's like I said, I really and truthfully,
it becomes hard to compete, is what I'm trying to say. With America's cut out of the picture for DJI, America's cut out of the picture. No American tech can be in their drones. They're screwed. So, I mean, that's a big blow.
Exactly. So, if you're going to conserve, if you didn't get a whole shitload of chips like everybody else, if you're not a big auto manufacturer and you don't have stockpiled them like, or what is it, Huawei or whatever?
Huawei was the phone manufacturer who stockpiled. They bought enough chips. They knew they were going to get screwed. They knew it.
The whole point is it's very doubtful that DJI went to that extent. We don't know. So what chips they do have, they're going to want to put into their most profitable unit. Okay, we've seen that they use older tech to build the drones. So whatever new technology they put in there that they would require these chips for are going to be their biggest expense. So that's what they're going to put out there, and they're going to put it in the drone that they make the highest profit margin on, which is probably going to be the new Mavic 3. Being on the entity list means that DJI can't get any tech in anything or just drones. Anything from America. Anything the company wants to take from the United States, if it's a United States-based chipset, Micron, say Micron makes something, they're having it made over there in China, it doesn't matter, it's still an American chipset. Micron is not allowed to make a deal with DJI. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's a camera sensor, is Ambarella an American company? Is that an American chipset as well?
Good question.
I can't remember if Ambarella is an American chipset.
See, now they're both pointing out about how they were talking about the DC. Well, we were talking about how the DJI rep said that DJI was going to move away and do upper end drones like enterprise type stuff, kind of like what Skydio does, and that they were going to get away from this. And even Geeks Fauna, Sean, has mentioned that DJI was going to steer away from the drone industry and possibly move into cinematic cameras and handheld cameras and stuff. So.
Yeah, but the only problem with moving towards enterprise is they're having trouble with their enterprise drones because of the same thing, the entity list. So that doesn't escape the entity list issue.
Well, no, what I'm trying to say is you can't. I mean, here's another thing. If you've got 4 or 5 different drones out, right, and you've got a limited number of chips, And you know that out of those 4 or 5 different models, you're going to have defective ones. You're going to have returns on those drones. So which is more economical, to have one drone that you have to repair defects on and put back into, R&D, or 4 drones that you have to use those dwindling chips that you have to divide amongst the 4 or hold it for 1?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. The other thing that I was thinking of is, this is not like Huawei was able to hold themselves over because they made their whole thing was cheap phones. And to be honest with you, you can make cheap phones year after year after year with the same chipsets, right? You can kind of get away with that. But the drone industry is a lot more fierce, right? We're expecting to go from 4K to 8K. We're expecting, bigger sensors, faster, all this stuff. And you can only ride with old stuff for so long. It really, you can't, I couldn't see them going 5 years with all the chipsets. You know what I mean?
Right. That the entity list probably will catch up with them
sooner rather than later.
As far as trying to repurpose old technology and parts. That makes perfect sense. And Bill makes perfect sense too. Why waste the scarcity of parts on the mini series, which, like you said, per unit is not as profitable as the higher thing.
Exactly.
I'm thinking not so much as the ones that you send out the door the first time, but it's trying to repair those ones and trying to keep because you're going to try to build loyalty in a particular model, right? Okay, Now if you've got 4 models and you got to spread those chips out on 4 models, some of them are going to be sent back out when they're working right. Some of them are going to be sent out and they're not going to be repaired all that well. You don't want that to happen over 4 models. You want to be able to support one model fully so that you don't lose integrity in your brand name.
Right.
And if you have a limited supply, I mean, too, you want to kind of downsize, go lean, it makes it easier to manage.
DJI's being smart, where Alltel's not smart. Alltel's putting all this effort into these nanos and light drones, and maybe they won't get their, Evo 2-3 Pro out the door because they wasted all this time and parts on cheaper drones. So maybe Alltel's the ones messing up here.
I think Alltel is actually they've pulled the wool over DJI's eyes, because I think DJI was like the rest of us. They were thinking, "Oh, we're here. We've heard rumors, but it's Alltel. It's Alltel, man. You know how they had so much trouble with their firmware, and they'll tell you they're going to come out with a 1-inch sensor, and then it might be 3 years before you see it. It's Alltel. It's Alltel." And then they took them for granted. Okay, now Alltel has figured out, okay, if we throw these drones out, we got a year and a half to make an assload of money in the U.S. Sure. Bam. We don't have to blame anybody. We don't have to say anything. We're just going to put them out there. People are going to say, what about remote ID? What about remote ID? You want our drone or not? That's it. And then you're going to buy it, you're going to fly it, you're going to love it, or you're going to hate it. But I think that I don't think that we're going to see an Evo 3 anytime soon, because of the exact reason that I was pointing out about why I think 249 will disappear in the U.S., but no other country in the world. Because the FAA
makes sense too.
Because the FAA wants that just ridiculous control over the airspace and drones. Why?
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that happening. But if it doesn't disappear, though,
the
Autel Nano is going to be, really. It's a really popular way for Autel to go. There will be if the 250 grams does stick here in the United States, then there's going to be a lot of people who will be attracted to that drone. Look, even I was thinking, hey, I could sell my Mavic Air 2 my Mavic Air 2, go to the Autel Nano, and have an under 250 gram quad that's kind of close to what I'm getting out of the Air 2.
If you got the Nano Plus, the camera specs are better than the Air 2. So
exactly.
250 gram drone with better camera specs.
Okay. Exactly. I could probably flip my Fly More combo and get the Nano Plus and do break even. I'd have a lesser drone in some ways, but
better on the camera side.
The only problem with all of this is that we're going to start seeing too many JJRC 249 gram toy drones with shitty GPS and optical flow that kind of looks cross-eyed.
Well, I mean, all of that would eventually just disappear if the thing is they're just gonna say, nope, all drones, you gotta have remote ID. It is what it is. I mean, the toys probably wouldn't even exist.
And JJRC's not even going to try in the U.S. They'll just
That's what I'm trying to say. If we leave the 249 in there and say, okay, you don't have to register them, then, but if you say but the whole point is if you say every drone has to have remote ID, then what's the whole point of having 249?
Right.
I mean, people don't understand is the confusion here is that people keep thinking that 249 means that, okay, I don't have to put the number on the side and register my drone, but you still have to follow all the rules and everything. They think that just means, I can
do whatever I want.
Right. That's why I think that they're going to say no 249.
Maybe they'll just push the bar like down to 200 or 100. So little drones like the Nahimi, that little Nahimi. So little drones that weigh like less than 100 grams can still be sold at Walmart.
Okay, what do we got here? Let's see.
We talk a lot about remote ID, but man, a DJI Aeroscope is almost practically remote ID, and it exists already today. I mean, I could not believe how powerful Aeroscope is when I looked into it.
Hey, let me ask Mike Wright's question here. He said, Ryan, example, how many cameras did you purchase prior to 2000 when they upgraded? True, Mike's true. In the old days, like I may buy a new camera. It may take 5 years between cameras because the upgrades to the models were real incremental in those days, and we were talking to film days too before digital. So yeah, 5 years or better would go before I would buy a new camera, and many times I would switch from Canon to Nikon, back to Canon.
Oh, so, wow! Okay, I got it.
Brand loyal.
Y'all wanted breaking news, but this came through.
Oh, we got some breaking news.
Breaking news.
We need a graphic. Breaking news alert.
Okay, everybody's talking about wanting breaking news, but this is more of something, as in a major drone company is totally serious about expansion.
Straight to jail, Mr. J's. They're going to come to your house, put you in handcuffs, take you straight to jail. You get caught flying without remote ID.
See what this says?
And do not collect $200.
Skydio doubles down on expansion into Europe, hires ex-DJI EASA execs.
Wow, that's impressive.
Of course, remember when Hubson and Phoebe hired all those ex-DJI employees?
I have to admit, man, that's a badass looking drone. I wish I could afford it.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing: do we think they're going to make a Skydio 3 anytime soon?
Nope.
Probably not because of the chip shortage. All right, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm looking through here on Drone DJ's page. He's got just the DJI stuff. He's got the Action 2 camera with the complete details. Some little Leo drone or something. What is this thing? Oh, Caltech something. Talking about
Leo
drone deliveries. I'm not seeing any. Not seeing anything spectacular new.
Yeah, wasn't any big news except for the Scudio and Drone DJ today.
Yeah, engineers. Okay, this is kind of weird. There's a little walking drone apparently that flies, called a Leo drone that they worked on at Caltech. Leo, short for Leonardo, or legs on board drone, isn't just a Frankenstein melding of legs and propellers. The engineers designed the drone from the bottom up with walking and flying in manned, and the software. Oh wow! Okay, hang on. We got a YouTube channel. Oh, this is sweet. I have to share this. If they don't like it, they can. Oh my God! It's Billy Kyle and the Skydio commercial. I give him hell about that all the time.
I always say he should get like $1 every time that comes on.
I give him shit about that.
Oh yeah,
dude. Why the fuck? I was like, man, this technology is fantastic. It's wonderful. And I'm like, dude, I'm really tired hearing. For that view though. Let's see. Did I do it wrong? I think I didn't do. Oh, we don't want to hear the audio anyway. We just want to see what it does. Right? Is it sharing? I think it is. Yeah, it's sharing. We're good to go. All right,
Sharing,
so
sharing.
we'll skip the ad.
Engineers
Look at
at
that little guy.
Caltech
Holy
have
cow,
built a robot
man!
that
Chicken
combines
fly,
flying
man!
and walking to create a new form
He's cool.
of locomotion.
Okay, I'm gonna back that up. I'm gonna back that up. Start that over again. Let's get full screen. Let's go here.
Engineers at Caltech have built a robot that combines flying and walking to create a new form of
Damn!
locomotion.
I want one. I want one.
The robot
Now,
is
does that
called
come with a remote
Leonardo,
bill, or does that do it
or
on its
Leo
own?
Holy shit, check it
onboard
out.
Drone.
To hell
Or
with the
Leo,
Mavic
for
3.
short.
I found what I want.
Wow.
Leo
Look
has a
at
pair
that.
of multi-joint legs for bipedal walking, but also has
It's got
propeller
heels,
thrusters
man.
to make its
Check it
walking
out, it's
more
got
stable
heels.
and allow it to
I
hop
know.
and
It
jump.
kind of walks funny, Bill.
Oh man, it's
The
Superman.
goal of Leo is to give a robot unprecedented walking ability, and also to study and solve problems posed by hybrid
Watch me. I'll get
locomotion.
flagged. I showed
Leo
the
is
Caltech
capable
video.
of many tricks:
Well, it's a drone
tightrope
show.
walking,
Bye-bye.
stair flying.
It does. It looks like something right out of
Hey, look,
Star
it's
Wars.
skateboard.
Leo is helping engineers
That's
rethink
awesome.
how robots could move in the future, and could
I want it.
open up difficult environments to robotic exploration.
Sweet, man.
That is pretty sweet.
That was
Yeah, Bill.
dope,
What
man.
kind of camera does it have in it, Bill?
I don't know. It didn't say, but that was awesome. I don't know. That was kind of cool to everybody. I wasn't the only one. Why did it have high heels? 53, 64.
But, yeah, I don't. Maybe I don't know why it needed those heels. Maybe you know, that maybe if it had a affordable coming up, it may needed the heels. I don't know.
Scotio's going to
Maybe.
come out with one next. It's going to be the forerunner to the what were those called? The T1000. T100 was the first one. Was Arnold? wasn't it?
Yeah.
T1000 was the middle
Charles
thing.
was saying play the Terminator theme when that comes on.
Yeah. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
But that little drone looks like it'd be a little more
scratch
high
my
pitched.
balls.
Yeah, that little drone is going to have more of a high pitched whale to it, I think.
Heels because they can.
No,
Yes.
it really
Because
wasn't. It really wasn't that loud. I said you all couldn't hear the audio.
It's kind of strut.
Yeah, it did because
Well,
it's top. It's like
It is right.
none of the other drones could. None of the other little robots could do that.
Oh my gosh.
It's, you know what it is? It's literally you know how sometimes you'll have it. The little kid, and he's kind of like got his back to you, but he's pissing on something. You know, and they're trying to say that that's negative. So it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like the little drone's gonna go. Flies over all the other little robots' heads. You can't fly. Anyway, I thought it was funny. It was there, so I used it.
Bill, is that an upgrade over the RoboMaster, the DJI RoboMaster?
Oh yeah, that's quite an upgrade over the RoboMaster.
Where the hell am I getting
Yes.
this from? Oh, it's got to be here. Oh, that's what it is.
Hey, man, I really thought we were getting a new RoboMaster though. No, I'm just kidding.
There was
That
one
was
on your.
cool as shit,
you,
though,
you,
man.
you had a good rendering of it.
Coming out, yeah, it could be coming out.
Well, maybe that is.
Oh,
What if
man.
that was it? What if that was it? Oh, the other news. Amazon has the FPV DJI FPV package for $100 less.
Ooh, that's a sign that they're getting rid of the FPV drone.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't that be a good sign that they're bringing out? So we're bringing out the new FPV drone, FPV2, right? DJI FPV2. Chris,
Maybe.
pass now. Or Ron. Ron left.
Oh,
No. It's
device
okay.
not connected.
It's okay. It's okay. You look in the private chat. Anyway, so
Oh,
it's time. Yeah, it is. It's past due for a RoboMaster upgrade. But do we think they're going to make one? No. Again, because of the chip deal is what I
Is it-
think.
I think it's a flop.
I think because, like I said, DJI is really in a stranglehold. They're not like Autel. Autel can get chips from anywhere they want to build product with.
I'm gonna go with Chris though. I think that this product is too much of a flop for them to bother, unless a bunch of schools bought it that we have no idea about.
Exactly.
Then it
Because
would make
was
sense.
STEM based.
But we don't have any of those statistics to say otherwise. But for the drone community, as far as we all know, that thing was a flop.
Art Carlson was he's the one I seen. He's the only one I seen with one.
Yeah, Art's the only one that
He won it.
I
Well,
know,
spin up.
right?
He won it, man.
Yeah, I mean, if schools weren't buying that thing, then they probably won't make it again, regardless of that chip shortage.
Yeah, everybody, creepy new drone that walks and flies, and that's on Gizmodo. What about the drone in the hurricane?
Ooh, yeah, I heard about that.
Let me see. It's on CNN. Let me see if there's
heard about that.
YouTube video. Watch me get hammered for it, too, as long as I don't play the video. That's crazy. It don't look to me like it's flying. Okay, this is off of Drone
Stream Weather.
Doesn't look like it's flying on the drone.
Art and Michael Wright have awful luck.
Holy shit, we're about to have an evil thunderstorm.
DeMarco, that's a good one, man.
If I drop out, it's because we're about to have an evil thunderstorm. Just saw this huge lightning flash outside.
Oh boy. FPV2 would be good. Not if it looks like that preview, it won't be good.
So I'm not seeing anything that would interest us really. Oh, they're actually making a pilot app for pilots in the plane to detect drones, which would be cool. But I thought that they already had something that did that, as long as they turned the damn thing on. Why in the hell would we have APAS on there and not use it?
Marco, that Xeno that I bought from you is still works. Still works great, by the way.
Yes.
The Xeno 1.
And the one that I have still works great, too. Although it's at my children's house, I need to get it back. How many firmware upgrades? Where is Art? Is Art here? Art, are you over there at the other party?
He's probably flying FPV. He's been doing a lot of FPV lately. He was FPVing the Bugs 3. It didn't go so well, that one video.
I think,
fortunately,
did Art may have just Ron may have just bailed out completely, because this says, it's really weird that it says device not connected.
Yeah, it's almost like he lost power or something randomly.
Well, no, if you look in private chat, he said why.
Oh.
I know we're just talking around you guys. We're, like I said, tonight was one of them. Does anybody have a busted drone that John can fix here live on air? Wait, we got a hang on. So we got a, and Chris said he was even fond of Captain America. So
well, that blew my ears out.
Oh, sorry. But anyway,
it was a little loud.
That's
so
pretty
anyway,
cool.
I need to figure out how to turn that down so the stream says something bad. Anyway, so to solve everybody's dilemma, I know everybody's like, okay, my drone therapy session this week is, how can I get enough money to buy the new Mavic 3 Pro? Sell your wife's pearls. Don't tell her.
Mavic,
Buy some cheap backups.
There's gonna be some divorces over that Mavic 3.
Oh yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be going to spin it this year, but I'm going to keep my ticket and watch online. And of course, Ron said, you heard what Ron said. Oh, we need to make that happen. Like, right, Kelly wants to risk putting me on live cam to where I'll go fuck.
Oh, there we go. Demonetized. Wow, whole bunch of them. Definitely demonetized now. If we weren't earlier,
never monetized.
It's a running joke.
We're never monetized.
You gotta get monetized. How else are you gonna get that Mavic 3, man?
That's it.
How else are you gonna get that Mavic 3?
We're gonna have to make a T-shirt that on the front of it says "just demonetized" and it has the drone therapy logo on the back.
Oh,
they just demonetized the stream. So what's news in the drone world? Okay, we know that Ed is recovering from a stroke, and please feel free to donate to the GoFundMe if you have the wherewithal and you wish to do so. We wish Ed the best of recoveries, and hopefully he will get back to his normal self as soon as possible.
Yes, absolutely. I would love to do some live flying.
Any new news? Let's see. As we said, Artco Drone Solutions is becoming an FPV pilot. DeMarco had FSU grad 03 is caught the FPV drug, the FPV bug, and will soon be a member of the dark side. So,
Dark side.
I don't know. What else? What else?
Oops.
Hey, Ron came back.
Oh, Ron's back. Sweet.
Right.
Good to see you back, sir.
Well,
You thought something bad
I was
happened.
just out flying the Mavic 3, making sure it's still running good.
Oh, man.
Wait, you're not the first person I've heard that from. I was sitting next to Art at Spin Up 2019. Y'all just be careful. I don't want none of y'all to get sick, so just please be careful.
Well, we got our mask.
Okay.
And the Pfizer, as old folks can get our third Pfizer booster shot.
You already signed up for your booster shot? You already got your booster shot, Ron?
Well, we're going to go in the next couple weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
They won't let us have a booster shot yet.
Well,
And
I qualify. I'm not too tough, but I qualify because I have a heart stent. I qualify as
what
as a
sucks?
sickly person.
Well, what sucks is they're really gray here on how long we would have to quarantine upon returning home.
Oh,
And if they would, which it makes sense, I understand, but they need to be clear on it. So, like, can we or can't we? And it's so vague that we're
I
just
know
like,
they're going cool.
we can't roll the dice. You know what I'm saying? We can't, because that's our livelihood. We can't.
right.
You know?
Understood.
Yeah,
Something like
'cause
this
you
sucks.
can't come back, then you can't work. It creates a whole huge
Right,
problem.
right.
Yeah.
Well, especially when the state goes, "Hey, what you done? We're in quarantine. Well, what about them?
Yeah, that's not going to work.
They'll be leaving now." Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah. You gonna pack them up too? Okay. Bye.
Hey,
You know, we just
well, we got Chris here. How is the COVID's going down in Texas, right? I mean, the variant. It's greatly improved over the last month or so, right, Chris?
Yes, it has.
The numbers are way down.
That's what I keep hearing on my AM true radio station in the morning is going to work.
So we have good news.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. But again, I say it's just a matter of the state not being clear on how long we'd have to quarantine.
Mm-hmm. Understood.
I'd be like, "Hey, man, I just jumped off the plane. Can I come and take care of people?"
Yeah.
Nope.
It's,
And that's the whole point. More than likely, they're going to say no for at least 3 days, probably 5 days. They're leaning towards 5 days, and we're like, "Ooh, we can't do that," because then we'd have to pay somebody to be here for 5 days while we didn't work. And I'm like,
that would be expensive, wouldn't
Makes
it?
sense,
an
Bill.
ungodly expensive vacation.
Yeah. There wouldn't be enough spin-up prizes to even come close to covering that.
But to see this way, if I keep my ticket, I still get to be in all the drawings. I still get my shirt and everything. And Ron claims that
Congratulations,
they're going to
boy.
involve me. It's like, but Ron, you missed it using John dropping the kitties off the pole. But the whole point is what you missed was Kelly probably wouldn't want me on because he wouldn't want to take the risk of being demonetized because me blatantly breaking the F word rule.
That's true.
The what rule?
The F word rule.
Oh.
I said it a multitude of times while you were gone.
Okay.
Fruitful.
Yes, because John was like, "Oh, well, we're really demonetized now." It was more than once. It was actually a multitude.
I'm really not getting my paycheck now.
Oh no, definitely
you're
not.
saying-
Hey, well, let me earn another
Let me
paycheck
put it-
here. Let me do a shameless plug for Spin Up. It's November 6th, Austin, Texas. I believe Kelly said last Friday night on First Friday. There's still tickets left. There's still hotel rooms available at the Spring Hill Gardens, and
Because I gave up my room.
If you want to go, go
gave up
buy
my
the
room.
tickets. We're looking forward to seeing a bunch of people there, aren't we, Chris?
Oh, yeah. Looking forward to visiting with
I
everybody.
can see. It's like I told you, John. Nobody gave a shit. Bill's not going. Everybody's like, "Okay." And then Ron's like, "That's okay. Everybody, come on, let's go." Fuck Bill.
Yeah,
Well, if you're not coming, Bill, we have to make up for it. We have to,
That's the whole point. It's like I'm telling everybody, I'm sad I'm not coming. I'm gonna watch online. Ron's like, "Yeah, now let's get a plug in for Spin Up. Everybody, come on now. Bill's not coming. More people should be there."
I said shameless plug.
He said, "Tell everybody Bill's not going to be there. We should sell out in an instant."
We can sell Bill's seat. You know, we can say this seat will cost you extra money because that was Bill's seat.
I'm not
That was
selling-
Bill's.
I'm not selling my stuff. There will be a seat there with
It'll be an empty seat.
with a little Mr. Bill.
Nobody's allowed to
y'all
sit in
gotta
that seat.
either put a name tag in the seat, or somebody find one of them little
Hey.
cheap Mr. Bill dolls to sit
They
in the
might-
chair.
They might put a pile of dog turds in the seat. Be careful what you ask for.
That's true. They might do that too. Just don't
How about a
anybody.
life-size cardboard cutout?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It might not sit in one chair though. Fudge.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and yeah, that's right. And the chief DJI pilot may be there. And like I said on the other show, I thought that was Billy Kyle.
Billy,
Oh,
Billy who?
Maybe he's
Yeah, there we
referring.
go.
Maybe he's referring to Frank Wang. Will be there.
Frank Wang.
Frank Wang.
There's gonna be a bunch
That's
of
just-
pilots there.
That's how many pornos have been named that? Frank's Wang. Frank's Wang 2. Frank did the Wang 3.
Frank Wang.
DJI, right?
I'll have the Frank Wang, please.
Wang man. What's the long rope there? Wang man.
Hey,
Dad,
Frank Wang
come,
was-
man. Come on.
Kippy wins
kid.
the beard battle.
Uh-oh.
Let me come with that. Let me come with that a little bit, Ken. See if that helps.
Yeah, come on, Ken. You got to reconsider.
Yeah, Ken Herron just invited 15 more people because I'm not going to be there.
Ken, did you hear the bad news? Bill will not be able to attend in person.
Come, Kelly
but he
Sora,
will
you
be-
need to
he
give
will be
away
there
tickets.
via,
Bill's not
Zoom.
coming.
Yes, his seat is up for sale right now. Bill's seat.
No, my seat is not for sale. I'm not giving up my ticket. I told you, I just will not be there physically.
Let everyone know his seat is up for sale.
But I will be there spiritually.
Hey, can Chris and I split your lunch? Can you split your lunch?
Say it again, Frank.
Okay, but think of a number between 1 and 10 and you get the pickle.
I don't want your pickle.
Oh man, this
Hey, it
this
was
show's
the
gone
man
right
package.
down the shitter, hasn't
We're
it?
not-
Message.
We're not looking for baby deals to spin up.
We're looking forward to a good, clean, honest spin up this year.
See, DeMarco cares, Bill. DeMarco's sad.
The
He's
check's
man.
in the mail.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god. Uh-oh.
Hey, Bill froze over. It was so bad he froze.
That's a
Yeah.
great.
Now
Great
Look at the freeze.
Aren't
Look at
doing
the
it
freeze frames.
freeze frame. Yeah.
Max headroom
Oh my-
again.
Oh my god.
Oh, Max.
No, I can tell. See, I can see up here in the corner, right? I can tell when StreamYard's having issues because it looks like I'm on Wi-Fi. I swear to God. You know how you'd be looking on your DJI on the Fly app, and it will tell you about, like, especially if you're flying a Wi-Fi drone, it will tell you what your signal rate is, right? So I can look up here and it tells me how many people are watching. 20 people. Thank you very much, you 20 people, because I've really been off the cuff tonight. Anyway, 21 people. So, and then next
Wow.
to that, there's the little Wi-Fi signal that comes up when it's like losing bandwidth. Like I'm being disconnected from the Wi-Fi and I'm Wi-Fi. So anyway, but I'm actually hardwired straight out of the router into my computer. So I'm like, so it's got to be something to do with StreamYard because
StreamYard's
every
having
other
issues
channel
for
works
sure.
fine. So
Hey, Lord's back. The grumpy vlogger. He says he's back. Did anybody miss him?
I suggest you actually back up the show probably about 5.5 minutes because I was in rare form, if I
Rare.
do say so myself.
Rare like a ribeye.
That's a rewind.
That's true. You do need to post a seizure warning before you do that.
Hey,
Safety first.
Safety first.
Safety first.
Exactly, John.
Hey,
Oh.
does anybody know if the grumpy vlogger is coming to spin up?
I don't think he is,
This
Lloyd.
one's not coming.
I think I've heard you say that in the past.
Okay.
So did Heron just kind of blow through?
I think so.
He was so disappointed you weren't coming to spin up that he had to leave.
Oh no. Ron Brown, you heard what he said. It's not Coke. It's not Coke.
He's a Guinness out of a cola bottle, exactly.
That's why you had to leave earlier.
Yeah, actually, I don't even like Guinness.
Hey,
So
wait a minute, Ron. Now I might be crazy, but is that a Mexican Coca-Cola?
Oh, I wouldn't drink any of the kind, Bill.
Pure sugar.
You
Pure
can't
sugar.
you can't get glass Coca-Cola products in the U.S. anymore unless they're made in Mexico. Have y'all
I
not
wouldn't
noticed
drink
that?
anything else but the Mexican.
They don't bottle in glass in the U.S. anymore. At least I've never seen. I've not seen a Pepsi in glass that's made in the U.S. I've not seen not in years.
Mine was bottled in a I can't even say it, in Mexico. Something begins with an H.
I did not know that.
So that's what I was. It's crazy. It's hard to find glass anything anymore unless it's made by an independent manufacturer. Like you can find like mom and pop sodas in glass now still, but they're just so rare to hard to find now. Oh, I love Guinness.
Lloyd already said it. No, people not being spin up this year. So.
Oh, okay.
That's
Now another beer I like, and we used to call it motor oil when I drank it so much younger. I love Beck's Dark, the gold foil with the gold caps.
Classy looking.
But I don't get me wrong. I like Beck's, but I really like Beck's Dark. What were the other ones? Remember how when you was younger and you was going out camping and you were trying to get like the cheapest beer and you could get the most that you could possibly get? Remember Milwaukee's Beast? Remember them days?
Yeah. That's the college days also, Bill.
Well, for you, yes, but for me, it was still back in the high school days and going camping up in the mountains. We used to go up on the Appalachian Trail. Believe it or not, we would go up on the Appalachian Trail and carry a pony keg in. We would hike in 1.5 miles with a pony keg on our backs. And we'd
You were
sit
younger
there,
in those days, huh?
oh boy! And we'd sit there. The cool thing was we'd take a shitload of coolers with a lot of food, tons of beer, tons of extracurricular activity.
Wait, don't get us demonetized.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to
vegetation. Anyway, and we would take the thing. It was so cool because it was just to get the hell away from everything. We would take a boombox with us. We'd take probably 2 or 3 sets of batteries. Kind of listen to some music, drink beer, party, race, hell, eat deer steaks and shit. I don't know, out there at the fire. And then the next day, because it would usually go on weekends, we'd go on a Saturday night. On Sundays, we'd get up, we'd turn on the damn radio and listen to NASCAR while we played spades next to the fire.
They were the good old days.
Perfect day.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, it was, that was a black old Michelob Dark's good too.
Any Natty Light there, Bill?
Any what?
Natty Light.
Natty Light. Nope, never heard of that.
Natural Light.
Oh yeah, I used to. Yeah. That was college. I have to remember that one because the first time I ever took ecstasy was when I was in college, and I did not know I could drink that many beers while I was on ecstasy.
Damn.
Oh man, we're really going down a rabbit hole.
man,
Bill's college days.
The Drug Enforcement Administration is coming
Holy
after us
shit.
now.
I don't think that head bobbing around a while ago was fake. I think it was real now.
We thought it was Max Headroom, but it was real.
It was real. It was the real deal.
That would have been from the other activities that I did
Ooh.
while following the Grateful Dead, but that's an entirely another story. But anyway, Chris Hope does a spot on imitate. Yeah, he does. He really does. Especially now with the big rake on the wall behind him.
I
You
know.
can't really see any power tools. So
Yep.
yes, it surely does.
I might have to. That could be my Halloween costume.
Yeah, well, that's okay. We can call you Borderline Mennonite.
Borderline.
Well, that way you can have a power tool or two.
I don't have a chin strap though. I can't shave a mustache for
Well, I'm
that.
just saying, Mennonites actually have indoor plumbing, so that you could actually have, they actually have a little bit of modern technology. So it's kind of like Amish light.
Yeah, the Amish, they have to use somebody else's phone.
That's right.
Well, it's it's kind of like Mennonite is Amish light.
Right.
I guess you would say, because they actually, they have technology and stuff. They actually, I think they have.
Yeah, they're upgraded Amish.
Yeah,
Upgraded Amish.
upgraded.
Now, Bill, we're gonna lose all our Amish and Mennonite viewers out for these comments.
That's true.
It's got 5 million negative views.
Woo, upgraded. That's a good one.
Oh god.
Oh man, there's like
That's what I
15
said.
thumbs down now.
No, we don't
Yeah,
This
this show's going. This is
That's
going back.
okay. Here's the point: if somebody needs to give us a thumbs down to feel better about themselves, fine. We've had a blast tonight.
Here's the whole point. We love the Amish people and we love the Mennonite people. We're just having a laugh. We're not putting anybody down.
That's Ron's way of coming out with a disclaimer.
I've worked with them. I've worked with some of them in the past. They don't care.
On a serious note, I tell you what, I never saw an Amish person in real life until I moved to the Midwest. Seriously, never saw one until I came out here.
And now I grew up not far from Lancashire, PA, which is a hotbed of Amish people.
Yeah, but
I grew up with Amish all my life,
Oh,
so I got nothing but good to say about the Amish.
What? So here it is. John first shows up and he's like, "Shh,
Hey,
Chris,
Lloyd grew up in a Mennonite church.
Hey, wait, hang on. You got to hear this, Ron. You got to hear this. They first show up in Missouri, and he's like, "Shh, Crystal, look over there, behind that bush. It's one of those Amish people." They're like, be quiet. They're scared away.
Now, John, is your girlfriend from New Jersey also, or
No, she's from here.
she's the Midwest? Okay, so she's used to seeing the Mennonites and Amish.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
and
touche!
the
Right there it
fields
is.
of cows.
Touche. Well, they're not
Yeah.
watching for sure.
That's true. I guess you're safe, Bill. You're safe from being canceled by the Amish because they wouldn't be watching anyway.
Yeah, Cam, we call this the Blues Show tonight.
Oh, yes, it was. Where was it? It was Jay's RC, wasn't it? That was pointing. At, he's like, "Why is Bill blue?"
Yeah.
And then I said, "Remember?" And I did this. I changed the color. I was like, "No," and I started changing the colors.
I got color changes going on here too.
I think change is good. Yeah, John, you just look like you have a little white balance problem.
I'm a rainbow
Bill
warrior.
looks like he's in a blue zone.
Oh, that
I've
didn't
got-
work.
This light up here is in the blue mode.
Wow, this is completely.
This
messed
light
up.
over here
That's so weird.
is in the blue mode. Because if I put this light over here, then you're going to get that weird, funky, camera light shit on my glasses.
Well, we need the good Ken Heron lighting.
That's true.
But we're not professionals like
We
Ken
don't-
Heron.
We don't have that kind of.
We
budget,
don't
Ron.
have the DJI Mavic 3 Pro.
You got to start someplace, Bill.
Well, DJI,
Yeah, exactly. That's why we need to monetize.
I've told DJI, hey, we're even actually for real giving shit away finally.
We are giving stuff away.
Yes, for real.
And
Gotta
the
go
Mavic
swag.
3, and the Mavic 3 too, people.
And the Mavic 3 as well. So be
Yes.
there for that.
Ron Brown will be signature signing his Mavic 3 test model to be given away to some lucky viewer. Just hit Ron up after the show.
not a kiss, Cheryl.
Oh.
Good night.
Night. Oh yeah, my
medication.
Can I have some of your medication? Is it good
You know,
medication?
that's a good spot for me to bail out, Bill. I'm gonna get ready for bed.
Yes. Chris got to get up super early. Thank you, Chris, for coming in and talking to us and having a good time.
Good night,
Gotta get up
Chris. Thank
early.
you for joining us.
Make the
You
donut.
take care, sir.
What
Thank
the
you, Ken.
fuck
You
are
have a
you
great
doing?
show on Thursday night now too.
He's lost me here.
He's got to make it. Ken has a day job now. He's got to get up in the morning and do the radio.
I
Yeah.
understand that, but does he cook donuts for his co-host? I'm lost.
Well, who else is going to make the donuts?
I thought didn't Ken the Shar? The Shar. Isn't Ken the star?
The Shar.
So,
I think
Sure.
the other guy. I think
He's a star.
I think
Even
the
Danny
good-looking guy's
Bonaducci
the star.
should say second fiddle to Ken.
he's the Shar, Kentucky.
I think the other good-looking guy's the star.
Danny Bonaducci? That's what I said. Even if Danny Bonaducci was on the show, Ken would still be the star.
Can we get Danny on the show sometime?
I
Danny
agree.
Bonaducci, he's actually on a radio station out here.
Oh, well,
Can
so
you-
we
can
can
you-
He doesn't sound as much like Danny Bonaducci anymore.
Yeah, he
More
don't
like
smoke.
Wolfman Jack.
He didn't smoke one too many packs.
Well, he stays super stoned out here. The star of the show. Woo, thank you, John. He's discovered a new toy.
Good night,
So
everybody.
did
We'll
she.
talk
All right,
to you
thank you,
later.
Chris. You
Good
have
night,
fun.
Chris. You
Have a
take
good
care,
night.
man.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Enjoy it. And Dunkin' baby. Woo! Let me do this.
Dunkin' Donuts.
All right.
Somebody's gonna get. Oh, Leonard's gonna get Belgian Abbey Ale.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Never had that before.
Too young to remember. What was it? I'm not too young.
I had
Bullshit.
Belgian waffles once.
I'm older than Ken Herron, and I'm just sorry. The donut thing, was that like Dunkin' Donuts?
Hey.
Yes, that was Dunkin' Donuts.
Maybe
You
he
had to get
picked up a
to
couple
make
boxes of
donuts.
Dunkin'. Or maybe
No.
he's got Krispy Kreme, Bill.
Yeah, maybe it was Krispy. Was it Krispy Kreme or was it Dunkin'?
I love Krispy Kreme.
Well-
Now, here's the thing. I'm going to be honest with you. Krispy Kreme is good, but your local mom and pop donut shops that you can find are 10 times better, man. I can go to
I
a
mean,
place.
that depends where you live.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
in New Jersey, donuts are hit or miss.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
a donut shop literally like a block and a half away from me that has the best apple fritters known to man.
What's the donut shop you sent me to in Oregon, Bill?
Oh, Voodoo. You need to go to Voodoo.
Voodoo's.
Voodoo is unreal because they make unheard of flavors. Like my favorite donut you get from Voodoo is called Mango Madness. It's literally a mango filled. It's got like a mango custard that it's filled with. It's like a cake donut, and then it's dipped in like this sour lemon hard candy crust. And oh, then they put like sour mango sprinkles over top of that. It's
Bill,
like-
Bill, can I make a confession?
What?
I'm the type of guy that goes in an ice cream shop and advertises got 99 flavors, and I order vanilla.
Me too.
No, I'm the type of guy that normally just gets like a chocolate covered donut or like a fresh donut, glazed donut. But then when you go into these places and you see, like this ridiculous blueberry, and there's like blueberry like jam oozing out of it. There's like purple powder on it and all this, and you're like, okay, I'll try one. And then you try it, and you're like, oh man, And then,
Meanwhile, you're counting the calories while they're getting out of the cage.
no, I don't count the calories.
Oh, no, you don't count?
I just like a couple days later when I can't go to the bathroom, I'm like, oh, the donut. So
We get ice cream here in a massive, gigantic, freaking plastic tub.
yeah, we do that
crazy.
here too, but I don't normally get that. I usually there's a one out here. I can't even remember my favorite ice cream company, but what I want to do, I want to get the ice cream where they do it right in front of you. Do you know what I'm talking about, Ron?
They at an ice cream at an ice cream shop.
What is it called? Rolled ice cream.
Roll. I don't know roll.
You've never had rolled ice cream?
If I have, I've forgotten about it.
Okay,
I've
what
never
it
had it
is,
either.
it's really kind of cool. What it is you go in, you can get chocolate, you can get caramel, whatever, or you can get. Oh, that's a good question that Leonard just had. Do Mennonites and Amish fly drones? I doubt Amish do.
They could. Well, they couldn't fly their own drone, but they could fly yours.
That's true.
I don't think Amish can't though. Amish don't have anything to do with modern technology.
No, like
Mennonites-
the Amish around where I grew up in Pennsylvania, they couldn't own a phone, but they could come over to your house to ask to use your phone, and they couldn't own a car or drive a car, but they could ride in your car.
that's
Yep.
technically not real Amish though.
Well, I
Supposedly
mean,
they're not allowed to
there's
do.
thousands and thousands of.
Oh, no, I'm not denying that
you're
you're-
in Lancaster, PA,
I'm
and
not
that's their
denying.
rules. Hey, Grumpy Vlogger's got the good comment. He said, "Thanks, Bill. Now I'm freaking hungry."
Well, here's the thing. Like I said, the rolled ice cream, you can get chocolate, caramel, nuts, whatever, or you can get fruits. And what they literally do, they'll take like if you say, okay, I want blueberries, strawberries, and walnuts, right? Okay, so they got their walnuts over here. They're already crushed up and everything. So they take the blueberries and the strawberries, and then they got this fresh cream. Okay, there's a table right in front of them that's already below freezing, right? So they chop up all the vegetables and stuff, and they chop up your walnuts, and they mix them all together. Then they pour in that cream, okay? And then they take a spatula, and they start working it, mixing it together, and it freezes literally right there on the table as they're working it up. And then as they get it all mixed up really good and fine and everything, they literally will spread it out and then scrape it up to where it rolls up. And then they take it with tongs and put it into a plate and then pour some covering on it and eat it.
Must be a West Coast thing, Bill. Never heard of it.
I never heard of that either.
You've never heard? I can't believe that's so. Hang on, I will.
Hey, you know what though? If I would go into a shop like that and they offered me that, I'd probably say, "Now, just give me a small vanilla in a dish."
Ron's gonna do it. He's gonna do it every time.
He wants his walnuts chopped.
Oh, see, well, Patrick's is saying Cold Stone Creamery does something like that.
I'm gonna share this one thing, and then we'll call it a night.
Hey, Michael Wright says Marble Slab Creamery in DFW. That's down Fort Worth.
All right, here we go.
I eat it in his seat.
See, look, here's the toppings added to it.
Oh,
that's
chocolate
good.
on top, mocha.
Oh, we got part 107. Made easy creeping in on you there.
Ain't that cool?
That is.
That's pretty neat.
And now y'all are like,
I've never seen anything like that.
Well, so just Google rolled ice cream, and you might be surprised. There might be one nearby.
Now, Patrick Sutton says Cold Stone Creamery does something like that. Now, we got Cold Stone Creamery around here.
Need one of those dudes from the Japanese restaurant.
So they had a Cold Stone Creamery close to where I am, but then they closed it down after COVID.
Here we go. Let's do this. I'm going to do rolled ice cream, New Jersey. No, not New Jersey. What did it say? Missouri. MISSOR.
Now it's going to say you cruel, Bill.
Snow Factory rolled ice cream, Buddy's rolled ice cream, Uni Boba's drinks and Fun Rolls ice cream. I don't know exactly where John is located, but there's a shitload actually in Missouri.
Probably
there's
all,
a
Missouri's
Cold
a
Stone
big state.
Creamery.
Could be all downtown some city.
There's a Cold Stone Creamery in Patrick's neck of the woods.
Okay,
just south of me. So maybe.
But there's a ton of them. There's a ton of them. Where is it, John?
I live in the Columbia area.
Columbia area. Okay, let's try Columbia.
Yeah, and I searched. Columbia had a permanently closed Cold Stone Creamery that was in the city, but then there's one in Jefferson City.
This place is permanently closed
Michael
too.
Wright did the research. There's a Marble Slab Creamery in Cedar Park. That's where the is.
Wow. Doing the ice cream research.
Bill,
y'all gonna be eating rolled ice cream thinking of me, aren't you?
I'll make a video of us ordering the rolled ice cream.
In Bill's honor, you guys need to do that.
Yeah.
You, Marcus, everybody.
Cut out to the creamery.
Oh man.
You have to stand right by the roller.
Ron, you just hired yourself as my agent tonight. You're trying to get me on the Spin Up Live show.
Well, we're going to negotiate a fee. You're not going to be cheap, Bill. They're going to have to pay you what you're worth.
That's right.
Are you sure you want to be telling me that? Because
we couldn't get the money, Bill. I'm sorry.
You're going to pay me $1.98. Huh? You're going to pay me $1.98. You get the rest, right? All right. Okay.
Wow, we got 21 people watching. I mean, I gotta say that's amazing.
Well, when you start talking about ice cream, nobody's leaving.
That's true.
Well,
who cares about the Mavic 3? Ice cream is where it's at, right?
I want the ice cream. I want the roll 3.
Well, we had the thing about it was every drone show that's out there has been talking about the Mavic 3, the Autel drones coming out, and I'm just like, Billy and Ray, Billy and Kelly were on with Ray and them earlier. They were talking about spin up and everything. We've kind of joked about spin up and stuff. And of course, the Mavic 3 talk came in there, the Nano talk came in there. And I just figured, every now and again we need to have one of these, like I said, open session. Nobody had a drone that needed to be repaired. And, we didn't go on the old toy train tonight.
Bill, instead of spin up tonight, we had roll up.
Yeah, it had the rolled ice cream. Now everybody's hungry, and we'll be going to the freezer to see if there's any ice cream in.
I think
I was eating ice cream before the show.
I know.
I think Lloyd's gonna be trying to make those roll-ups in his kitchen tonight.
Actually, you can buy those little freezers. They're like $2,000. I already looked into it. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to throw it around the room. We've all been here, and I'm sure everybody is getting kind of tired now because we've really been rolling for a while.
More hungry than tired, Bill.
Yeah, I'm hungry myself too. So I'm going to throw it around the room. Let everybody say their good evenings. First off, John Cuppi.
Patrick doesn't actually like ice cream. Really? That's shocking.
That's kind of un-American, ain't it?
Well, at least now I know never to get you anything to do with ice cream. All right. Well, guys,
he'll drive you by and watch you eat ice cream.
I guess so. All right, guys, it's been a good night. It was good hanging out. Always fun. Hey, it was nice to be in the control room. Be able to ping, ping, ping. That was really cool, Bill. We definitely got to do this again sometime. And with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to my good friend Ron.
Thank you so much, John. I want to thank everybody for dropping in and watching Ice Cream Therapy tonight. We had a great panel tonight, and we discussed a lot of great issues, especially in ice cream. We learned about roll-ups, and I feel I'm a much better band tonight than I was before the show. So thanks, everybody in the chat who joined us tonight, and I'm going to throw it back to Bill to close the show out.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to say that I'm glad everybody came tonight so that we could just kind of have one of these fuck it all nights. That's that new drug that's out there, fuck it all. So, and it kind of gives everybody that mellow feeling. To kind of like, what was it? Akira Show said his meds were kicking in earlier, so he had his fuck it all before the show. So, that's we all love those when it's winding down, and we just had to have one of them crazy nights and stuff. And like I said, we've all been talking about the same thing over and over again, and I'm sure next week we'll probably have new rumors. Let's see, what's on the timeline? Will we have anything new by next week? Next week is...
I hear the Mavic 4 is coming out. That's what I hear.
The Mavic 4.
Or the Mavic 3 prices will have changed again by next week.
Maybe Phantom 5 will make a resurgence.
Oh, okay, here's the deal.
It's coming, John. It's coming. I heard about...
Wait.
I heard Spark Pro rumors, too.
Okay, here's the deal. If things are on the timeline that came to us from Canadian Drone Leaks, and their updated information isn't correct as per original Dobo, then we will have had the teaser trailer by next Wednesday for the Mavic 3.
Oh,
because that's what he said.
So.
The teaser trailer was supposed to be the 13th of October. The 20th of October, we were supposed to be able to order. It was actually going to be the paper release, and then we weren't going to be able to get it until the 20th of December. And from what I'm not hearing any changes. And to me, it would seem stupid unless they're just going to wait, especially if Autel is going to put those on the shelf by the end of October. DJI needs to go ahead with this soft release. If they fart around until November, Autel is going to seize the day, in my opinion. So, thank you for that, folks. And please don't forget to join us next week, because we're going to do something crazy and unusual, and we'll probably still talk about drones and maybe ice cream and toys and camping trips and cheap beer from college and ramen noodles and candy canes and how candy corn sucks for Halloween. Okay, I'm sorry. Anyway,
that's the Shar of the show, everyone.
Thank you
Round of
very
applause.
much. Live long and prosper. See you next week.
and get